Yo, we get to work on Gunther today. So I don't know when I'm gonna post this video. I might post it for the next upload. I may save this for another one. I don't quite know yet. With the 17 STI coming back up here, I might be jumping on those videos quite a bit in the next couple of days, and I might save this one for later, so I'm not entirely sure. But the catback exhaust came in for the Golf R, and I am so pumped. This car is way too quiet stock. It is literally boring to drive. It's not boring to drive, but there's like no exhaust note coming out of it. They do this weird thing with the windshield vibrating. It's got some crazy thing like sounded cool for, I think, where the windshield vibrates and it makes like a fake noise. But let me show you this catback that I just got. First of all, let me start by saying that everyone says that exhausts and parts for these things are stupid expensive. I completely disagree. That's why you stick with what you know, and I got a Nameless Performance Catback. So Nameless, I honestly love Nameless. I've used Nameless in the past for my BRZs, FRSs, some Subarus also. Really good looking exhaust, really quality and pretty affordable. This catback altogether, I want to say was about $1,000, which is pretty average for like a quality catback. So we have two 5-inch mufflers on here, one for each side. I don't want this car to be crazy loud, but I do want it to be louder, and this will get the job done. Wanted the quad tips because I do like the look of quad tips. I think it's just a little more mature looking in my opinion. Everything is V-band on this as well because I'm a V-band boy. I like my V-bands. Plus a lot of the stock stuff on the R is already V-band, so it makes life easy. So before we even get this installed, before we even go to get this installed, let's get a sound clip of the R on a cold start because it'll give you guys a pretty good comparison. And then we'll go drive it a little bit so that way you guys can hear the stock exhaust. We'll get that one installed right there. Go drive it again and see the differences. That plane's gonna be louder than the Golf. I think we can all agree that Gunther needs an exhaust, right? Right. Let's go drive this thing. I'll show you guys what the stock exhaust system sounds like. Then we'll come back and get our new Gucci looking Nameless Performance exhaust on the car. Because it is Gucci, it's far better than that. I think we can all agree Gunther's just a little bit too quiet, so I have him pulled up on ramps right now. Of course it starts to rain right as I come out here to do this, but it's whatever. I'm gonna do it anyways, even if it is raining. It's not the end of the world. It looks pretty easy. Looks like a slip joint at the end that Nameless gives us an adapter for. We put the slip joint in, and then from there, everything else is V-band. Now I thought this was like a full exhaust, but I guess not. I guess with these cars, see, I'm so used to Subarus, because Subarus you have a downpipe and then you have a catback, and that's it. With this car, I thought that was a full exhaust over there. It's like it's like there's a catback, a mid-pipe, and a downpipe. We have the catback, we can get a downpipe. I guess I need a mid-pipe for a full exhaust on this. Kind of weird, but after I get it out, I'll show you guys. So let me crawl my happy butt down there, start pulling out this exhaust. We'll get it out of the car, and we'll compare it over to this new Nameless one. Like, there is a massive resonator down there. Got my light kind of shoved down here, but you can see that gigantor resonator right there, right in the middle of the car. Let me see if I can make that a little bit brighter. Yeah, you guys can see that gigantor resonator right there. So that whole front pipe up there, I guess that's just a front pipe. This is the catback, and then right above the camera is the axle back right there. So we have a pretty big muffler on there. On the new one, we have two 5-inch mufflers, one for each side, but let's go ahead and get this thing out. It's just a couple of exhaust hangers and that slip joint up there, which I'm assuming that slip joint's probably gonna be something weird since it's German. I'm guessing like a 13 or something. So let me fight with this thing real quick to get it pulled out. All right, I've got some silicone spray to help with the hangers, an impact to get the slip joint. I don't know what size that slip joint is, so I'm gonna crawl my happy butt up here and figure it out. Yo, it's Bob Wagner! Did you guys know Bob Wagner makes the rear diff on these? Neither did I. German engineering will not win today. Are these two different sizes? Who's the designed this? I want names. Oh, that's good soup right there, dripping down into my mouth. Dude, German exhaust hangers, man, Jesus. Volkswagen, how am I supposed to get off? With all of my heart, I can honestly say, I've never had an exhaust hanger kick my ass this bad. If I just cut the hanger, it'll come off, right? Wait, can I just unbolt the hanger? Bro, I'm actually at a loss. I don't know how to get these electrical connectors off. Like, there's a small gray lock right there, and I undid the gray lock that's on that, but I can't get the electrical connector to come out. It's like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do a Google to see if I can get that thing out. I genuinely don't understand. I don't get it. German Engineering 1, Tanner 0. Alright, you fuck. Okay, hello. Yep, there you are. There you are. Yep, you're coming on right. Yep, you're alright. That's cool. You can just lay on me. Woo! Oh no! Let me just lay on the wet ass ground. So I'm gonna give German Engineering 1 point on that one. You got me. You get 1 point. And it's raining again. Great. I had to crawl around in a puddle. It's all right though. So I got the old exhaust off. I'll show you guys that. That is the dumbest thing. Is there a secret to German electrical connectors that I just don't know? I honestly have no idea how I got these undone. I literally don't know. Like, there's a lock, and then I stuck a pick inside of the electrical connector, and I like wiggled it around a little bit like I was breaking into like National Treasure trying to steal the Declaration of Independence or something. I don't get them. I don't get them. Yeah, we're also gonna get a huge weight savings with that, because if you look at this is the massive resonator that they put in the car, and then that is the biggest muffler I think I have ever seen in my life. So one thing that I do like that this exhaust has is on the exhaust hangers, if you don't want to try to mess with them under the car like I didn't want to, they just bolt right up, and you can just unbolt them and undo the exhaust hanger and just pull the whole exhaust out with the exhaust hanger still on there. So let me get all of these exhaust hangers off of here. Let me get them transferred over to our new exhaust right there, and then we can start fitting that thing up. It seems pretty easy and self-explanatory. This piece is going to pretty much go right here, and this is going to be the new slip joint. That's going to be our V-band for this guy right here, and then it's going to connect up to that guy. I just want to see how it sounds. As cliche as it might sound, coming from a car YouTube channel, putting an exhaust on a car you've never had before, I'm excited for this because I've never heard a Golf R with an exhaust before in person. So I'm so pumped to see like how this sounds. So let's transfer over all of those. Let's get them onto the new exhaust. We'll go down, put the slip joint on, get the mid pipe, I guess you could call it, and then the axle back on. Let's start this thing. Let me crawl down here and get the slip joint on first. You know, kudos to you, Nameless. Kudos to Nameless Performance, because they just made all their V-bands the exact same size as everything else down here, which is a 13. I appreciate that. Okay, you know what? You know what? I can play this dumb game too. I'll just do my pelvic thrust here to hold this guy up so that I can slide it in. Maybe not. I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I really need you to just go in your home there, bud. Ow, don't hit me in the face. V-band is love. V-band is very close to driveline. I just want to get one side in first. I want to shimmy my body under this side. To be honest, it's not much worse than doing a catback on anything else. The only crappy part is it kind of sucks doing it yourself. Gunther, I'm so sorry for smacking you a whole bunch, dude. I can just sneak. There we go. And they're like quick release V-bands too. Yo, V-band, I was just vouching for you and you're gonna do me dirty like this. I don't know what to do about these electrical connectors. I have no idea if they're gonna throw like a weird Volkswagen code or anything, so we'll see what happens. Because I don't know. So I'm gonna be honest, that exhaust looks 100 times better right there than the stock one did. That looks a lot more aggressive. The tips actually come out like right to where the bumper is and they're staggered. They look nice. It's Nameless Performance. You know it's quality. Like, it's fucking beautiful. So I'm very curious to see how it's gonna sound. Like I said, we have a 5-inch muffler on each side of the catback right there. I went ahead and I taped up the electrical connectors for the, I don't even know what they are. They're like exhaust valves, I'm guessing. Like whatever that was. I don't know what that is. So I went ahead, I taped those up, I shoved them away. If we do get like a code or anything, I'm gonna get an OBD11 to be able to like code a lot of that stuff out so that way it's not an issue. But let's get this thing started. I wanna hear what this thing like actually sounds like. What does a Golf R actually sound like? This thing better sound wild, or else I'm trading it in. Just kidding. Maybe I'm not. Okay, a daily, I feel like that's a pretty comfortable tone. Exhaust is coming out of there. For a daily driver, that ain't bad. Let me rev it up a couple times. I'm happy with that, dude. That sounds so much better. Like it's like not crazy loud, but it's also like not super quiet. Like inside the cabin, I can hear the exhaust, and it's not like it's stupid loud like the STI is or the STI is. I love how loud you are, Karma. It's just sometimes I'd like to just kind of cruise, but this is dope. I love it. Now that Gunther actually sounds somewhat decent, let's go rip this car around a little bit. All right, so we are kicking it in Gunther, the 2016 Volkswagen Golf R with the Nameless Performance axle back on it. So we just got this thing installed. It sounds so much better than anything stock. Like the stock exhaust system on this car is just ass. I think I would rather it be a little bit louder, but from what I've read in forums and whatnot, the downpipe is really what makes these cars like louder. The catback definitely helped quite a bit, because if you guys remember from that first clip, the car was like quiet, like it was stupid quiet. And this, like when you're driving, I can actually hear the exhaust now when I'm cruising, and it's not like overwhelmingly loud. It's not drony at all, and for the price point of this catback, like I'm more than happy with it. If I get on the car, I can't even get on it. We're gonna go jump on the freeway to see if there's any drone with it. I haven't really verified that or know quite yet, because I've only really driven around here so far. Thank you. Honestly, just putting the exhaust on the car makes it like 100 times more fun. Like the car was fun when I got it, don't get me wrong. For the week that it had absolutely no parts on it, it was 100% stock, it was fun. But I got bored of it because I couldn't hear the car. It was just like so muted. Like I understand you want to make a sports car that appeals to a lot of people, but at least make it like somewhat like sports car-esque. Like you gave it the power, but you didn't give it the balls. There ain't nothing wrong with that, because we can give it balls. We can give it the biggest balls. We can give it the biggest balls it wants. Ooh, that's a clean looking GT86 right there. Hello. Dude, this car is quick stock. It's actually impressive. And the exhaust sounds so good, like when you get on it. I just got my intake and access port in the mail today. It's sitting in the garage at home right now. I didn't want to install it until I did this portion of the video. But just the exhaust alone makes the car like sound 100 times better. Like literally 100 times better. Dude, this car brakes so fucking quick. It's impressive. It's genuinely impressive how like fast this car will stop when you like get on those brakes. The Golf R literally feels like a little go-kart. The way this car sounds, like, reminds me of a... God, how do I describe it? It reminds me of like an SRT4 and a WRX had a baby. Like, that's what the sound of this car reminds me of. Oh, little Volkswagen. I never knew I could enjoy a Volkswagen this much. Oh my God, dude. There's so much traffic. I messed up. So car sounds 1,000 times better. So much happier with this exhaust on there than that stupid stock one that has like 1,000 resonators and a giant muffler on it. So I got the hood open right now just so I can cool down. Like I said, I just got my access port and the intake in for the car. I'm gonna be running a Cobb OTS tune on the car for a little while, and then I'm gonna be swapping over to like an EQT tune. Cobb one will be just fine for right now, but it's really all I got for you guys on this one. So if you do have a GTI or a Golf R and you're considering an exhaust, 100% Nameless Performance on that one. I like it, 5-inch mufflers. It's not like stupid loud. It doesn't like, it's not obnoxious is what I'm trying to say. It's not an obnoxious exhaust. I think it's like, it fits the car perfectly, but that's all I got for you guys on this one. I'll link that exhaust down below for anyone who is curious or is wanting to snag one as well. So if you liked the video, you know what to do. Go ahead, hit that like button, turn it black, blue, green, yellow, purple, silver, cyan, whatever color it turns for you. And actually, I need to get this intake and tune stuff in like ASAP because the Blue Brew comes back tomorrow morning. So and hopefully Karma disappears soon. So I'm gonna be tight on room for a little bit. But with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, homies. Woo!